They said he was too slow, too soft, could never make it in the NBA. Some scouts called him undraftable. Now, he is signed for $185 million, and he's destroying the league's best athletes every single night. Here's what you need to know about NBA scouts. They want one thing: freak athletes, guys who fly through the air, lightning speed, the kind of moves that break the internet. Then this kid from Turkey shows up. He's not the fastest, doesn't have crazy hops, not built like a typical NBA star. But wait, here's what everyone missed. This isn't just about proving people wrong. Picture a 12-year-old kid leaving his family behind, living 300 kilometers away, making $200 a month. His team goes broke just as he's getting good. Everything falls apart. Sound impossible? It gets crazier. This kid changed what an NBA center even looks like. From a tiny Turkish city of 125,000 people, a place you've never heard of, to the biggest sports contract in Turkish history. From too slow to unstoppable. But here's what nobody knows. He almost quit. Twice. Let me show you where it all started. A place where basketball barely existed. Where NBA dreams were just crazy talk. Giresun, Turkey. Black Sea coast. Population, 125,000. You've never heard of it. Most Americans can't even find it on a map. They grow hazelnuts there, not NBA players. And get this. In Turkey, soccer is everything. Basketball, nobody cares. It's the fourth most popular sport. Think about that for a second. When Alperen Sengun was born in 2002, making the NBA from Giresun was impossible. Only a few Turkish players had ever been drafted, none from small towns like his. This wasn't LA or New York. This was nowhere. At 8 years old, Alperen discovered basketball. But here's the problem. American kids had professional coaches, organized leagues, training camps. What did he have? Nothing. His parents weren't sports fanatics. His dad never played. No basketball camps, no special teams, no clear path to success. Just a tall kid who loved a game nobody cared about. He tried other sports too, swimming, gymnastics. But small Turkish cities don't have resources for everything. So at 10, he made a choice: basketball. That was it. For 2 years, he played for Giresun University's youth team. 0 scouts watching, nobody tracking him. Just another tall kid in a country that loved basketball. Then something crazy happened. It's 2014. There's a youth festival in Turkey. Hundreds of kids playing sports, having fun. 12-year-old Alperen is there, just being a kid. But someone's watching. Ahmet Gergen, a professional coach, spots something. Out of all those kids, he sees this lanky 12-year-old. Not the fastest, not the strongest, just different. He moved like he understood basketball in his bones, like he was born for it. 3 months later, everything changed. August 2014, Alperen joins a pro team's youth academy. He's only 12. Think about this. American kids worry about middle school homework. This kid, he's moving 300 kilometers from home, living alone, making $200 a month. Why would anyone do that? His family gave up everything. Money, time together, all for an impossible dream. For 4 years, he trained in complete silence. No Instagram highlights, no ESPN coverage. Nobody in America knew his name. People said he wasn't athletic enough, too slow, would never survive real competition. Want to know what happened next? In 2018, that unknown kid was about to shock everyone. The critics who doubted him, they had no idea what was coming. At 16 years old, Alperen signed his first real pro contract. With Bandırma's senior team, this wasn't fake. This kid was playing real games against grown men. Think about that. His first game, October 13th, 2018. 13 minutes, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Doesn't sound amazing, right? But here's what you're missing. A 16-year-old from nowhere was competing with pros in a country that didn't even care about basketball. Then everything changed. March 10th, 2019. Alperen drops 22 points and 16 rebounds. In one game, he's 16 years old. Now people started watching. Not NBA scouts yet, but bigger teams. European clubs. This kid wasn't just tall, he was different. The critics, still talking trash. Can he handle top competition? Is he athletic enough? Watch what happens next. Season 2019-20, he moves to Turkey's Premier League, plus the Basketball Champions League, Europe's second biggest competition. A 17-year-old against veterans with decades of experience. His biggest moment, 25 points, 13 rebounds against Basketball Nürnberg. Champions League playoffs. A teenager destroying grown men on Europe's big stage. Everything was perfect. Then disaster hit. Bayindirma Basket went bankrupt. The team that found him, developed him, gone, just disappeared. He's 18, right when he's breaking through. No team, no home, dream over. Think about his family. 6 years of sacrifice, living apart, betting everything on this impossible dream. Gone overnight. The doubters loved it. See? Not athletic enough for a big team. It's over. But wait, August 2020, Beşiktaş calls, one of Turkey's most famous sports clubs. They offer him 3 years. This is Turkish basketball royalty. And here's the crazy part. They're rebuilding with young players. They make this 18-year-old their main guy. They didn't care about his vertical jump. They saw something else. What happened next? Pure domination. You think the critics finally shut up? Think again. The higher he climbed, the louder they got. And that's when Alperen decided something. Time to prove them all wrong. Alperen didn't just play well at Beşiktaş. He destroyed everyone from day one. First game, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Against Fenerbahçe, Turkey's biggest club, 21 points. Against their biggest rival Galatasaray, 27 points. This wasn't a teenager learning anymore. This was a teenager teaching grown men basketball. Then came the game that broke everything. January 23rd, 2021. Against Galatasaray, Alperen blocks 8 shots. 8 in one game. Nobody had done that since 2013. Still think he's not athletic enough? Try scoring on him. But wait, it gets better. By season's end, something crazy happened. Alperen became the youngest MVP in Turkish basketball history, ever. He's 18 years and 265 days old. Not youngest foreign player, not youngest big man, youngest player, period. That's when America woke up. You know what happened next? NBA scouts who'd never heard of Giresun started watching tape. This kid was doing impossible things. 6 months earlier, he didn't have a team. Now he's a potential NBA pick. June 29th, 2021, draft night. Everything changes. Pick 16, first round. Oklahoma City Thunder. But wait, traded immediately to Houston Rockets. In one night, a kid from nowhere became an NBA player. His contract, worth more than his entire hometown makes in a year? Think he just survived in the NBA? Wrong. First game, October 20th, 2021, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. First double-double, 3 weeks later. First triple-double, January 11th, 2023. He's now the youngest center ever with a triple-double. Want more proof? By age 20, youngest center with 1,000 points and 200 assists. By 21, broke Nikola Jokic's record, youngest center to reach 500 assists. That 45-point game against San Antonio, highest scoring Turkish player in NBA history. Every critic who called him unathletic, watching him do the impossible. But March 5th, 2024 was different. This wasn't just another game. This was Alperen versus the most hyped player since LeBron James, and he was about to shock the world. March 5th, 2024, Houston Rockets versus San Antonio Spurs. Across the court, Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", the most hyped player since LeBron James, a freak athlete every scout dreams about. Everything Alperen supposedly wasn't. The result? Alperen drops 45 points, 16 rebounds, 5 steals. A kid from Giresun just destroyed the most hyped prospect in basketball. This wasn't luck. This was a message. Still think he can't jump? Then came the ultimate prize. Named an NBA All-Star on January 30th, 2025. Only the second Turkish player ever chosen. First one, Mehmet Okur, 18 years ago. Unknown to All-Star in under 4 years. Let that sink in. Remember that 12-year-old at the youth festival, making $200 a month? The bankruptcy that almost ended everything? From too slow to NBA All-Star. But here's where it gets insane. October 21st, 2024. Houston offers him $185 million. 5 years. The biggest contract in Turkish sports history. Think about what that means. That's more money than some countries spend on basketball. But you know what? It's not about the money. It's proof that impossible is nothing. Look at this journey. A 12-year-old becomes a $185 million superstar in just 10 years, from a town of 125,000 to the NBA, from Turkey's fourth sport to their greatest basketball player ever. $200 a month to $37 million per year. Not athletic enough to destroying the world's best. Want to know his real impact? Since he joined Houston, Turkish NBA viewership exploded, up 400%. Kids choosing basketball over soccer. Houston building camps in Turkey. He's not just playing ball, he's changing everything. When Alperen plays in Houston, he carries something bigger, the dreams of every Turkish kid with a basketball. Proof that your hometown doesn't define you, that work beats talent, that impossible dreams happen. And here's what nobody talks about. He's only 23 years old. He's just getting started. Most players, they'd kill for what he's already done. But watch him play. That basketball IQ, that vision, the way he never quits. You're watching history. So tell me this, can Sengun become the NBA's best center? Where do you put him? Better than Wemby, Jokic, Embiid? Drop your take below. I want to know, because this isn't about basketball. It's about proving everyone wrong, about impossible dreams becoming real. From Giresun to Houston, from $200 to $185 million, from nobody to unstoppable. If this hit different, subscribe now. We're dropping more stories like this. Athletes who prove borders don't matter. This is why sports matter. Sometimes the impossible becomes inevitable.